All right. This is Dina with the Rhode Island Wave, and I'm here with Patty Benton over at Rjl Furniture Gallery. What is the address here again?
It is 881, 885 Westminster Street.
And it has been a long time since we've done a tour.
Yes, it has been.
All right, so let's take a little tour of the
Welcome to
new
our store.
space.
All right.
Right here on the first floor. What do we have going on here? All right.
Okay. On our first floor level, it's diversified. There's a little bit of everything, Dina. It is all upscale antiques, mid-century, postmodern, Danish modern, oriental rugs, fine china, glassware. In the near future, these ceilings will be covered with vintage lighting. We have been putting aside some wonderful Baccarat, Waterford, my God, it goes on and on. Murano, there's quite a few pieces you're looking at now. They're Danish. These were all from bedroom sets, as I discussed with the upstairs.
Yeah, and these are all pieces that would go in maybe offices. They could go in hallways.
Anywhere, exactly. A lot of people, the kids today, are buying these to put these big 72-inch, TVs, hang them over them. Sometimes just place them on them.
I could even see them. You could use them in a hotel in the hallway where you could put your linens.
Absolutely. I've had 3 of these have been sold to lawyers in Providence where they've used them, instead of buying one of those generic looking pieces to put all their papers and envelopes and lawsuit bills.
all the paperwork.
Yes.
Just paper in general.
Exactly.
So we still do use paper, believe it or not, right?
Really? Right. As you go through, you'll see a lot of curios.
Yep.
I would say 2/3 of them have come, like this one just came in. And this was it was like a $30,000 dining room set. The set sold separately, but the cabinet, we usually use them just to display our fine glass and china and stemware.
And then this is the artwork.
Mm-hmm. And again, the art down here, you'll find it anywhere from, let's say, 100, 150, up to 5,000 at this point.
Look at this one.
And this is art that we just hung the last 3 or 4 days. The top one of the woman, that's called a giclée, Dina. And this is a giclée, and those are paintings.
These are fantastic,
Uh-huh.
too.
Please excuse my mess. I just recently purchased a big
We can't even see your mess.
Danish, I picked up a wonderful Danish modern counter. So
Wonderful.
that will eliminate all of this.
Then there's if you take a
Clutter
close
have.
look in here, and you get to see all these beautiful
Now this is all Yadros.
dolls.
That's an entire cabinet of Yadros. And they go anywhere from, in this particular cabinet, 150 up to 3,000.
Wow, look at that. Stunning. So maybe you have a daughter who wants to start a collection.
Oh, nice way to start.
There you have it.
Nice entry level.
We got crystals. Look at the. I actually collected unicorns when I was a little
These
girl.
are all Swarovski. We bought an entire collection out, and things in
And
here.
you even have gold ones.
They're wonderful example of Swarovski, and I have at least another 500 pieces.
You got the mouse. Get these pictures over here. They're just stunning, large pieces of art.
Mm-hmm. Now this one, Lee Reynolds, this is a painting from the 70s. He was very popular with all of your lucite and Formica furniture, stuff like that.
Between what you have upstairs and downstairs, you can furnish your home and your office.
We can do your primary residence, your summer residence, and your office. You're right. And the piece, as I mentioned earlier, this piece is the first form of modular. You know how you'll always see modular furniture, modular sofas? Well, this is Danish modern modular. The entire thing comes apart for moving.
We shouldn't be frightened by the size of it.
Not at all.
Comes
and we
apart.
also deliver everything.
Yep.
We offer that service to make sure that our merchandise arrives to your home in good condition.
For the cat lover back here, that's a fantastic giant painting. There's more paintings everywhere. And then of course we can't forget fur coats. Christmas is coming.
No, we can't. I do very well with my coats. I'm getting ready to bring out another dozen full length and 6 short ones. Usually consist of dining room sets, bedroom sets, living room sets, curio cabinets, again, a lot of art. Just a little bit of everything, Dina. And as I said earlier, we love clocks. We think that they add a nice charm to one's home. So when we get something like this grandfather clock in, this goes out to our clock man, completely refurbished. What we'd like to do with our second floor is when people come into the first, I will always let them know that there's a second floor of over 22,000 square feet. They can come up and they can browse. We let the customer stay up here for a while. I think it lessens tension, you know, when you're out there and you're shopping in certain budgets, but we like everyone to know that you can take your time and whatever questions you have, that's what we're here for.
Right, and there's plenty of inventory up here.
Oh, plenty. And we also have 2 other warehouses in Taunton, and our lower level, our drive-in basement is also filled.
Gonna just take a nice little walk through. It's pretty much everything you could possibly need or want to furnish an entire home.
Now, if you'll notice, there's a lot of break fronts. These are what we call the leftovers of dining room sets. So many people don't buy these anymore. We are using them, of course, to display china, but we let the customer know these are 2 pieces.
Right.
So if this doesn't have a purpose in your home, if you look at the base, this can still be used to put a television on,
Right.
to use in a hallway, you know, because they are doing a lot of low-profile pieces like this, and they just don't make furniture like they used to.
No, they don't.
You know, we don't buy any furniture unless it's definitely mid-century, modern, and quality.
Yeah, everything
All
looks
hardwoods.
very solid.
This is called a refractory
Oh, look
table.
at that.
And this is from the turn of the century. It's solid walnut. And if you notice, there's no separation in the middle. Your leaves are attached on the end. When you're not using them, you put them away.
Very nice.
This was just recently sold. This will be going to Boston.
Very nice.
As you get to the back of our store, you'll see a lot of pieces that are wrapped. This is what we do. when our pieces are going to be delivered,
Yeah.
they are again addressed to make sure that they've been vacuumed and cleaned, and this is how they arrive at your home.
Yeah. So
We place them where you want them, and then we remove all of the plastic.
There you go. So you're not left on your own.
We have a lot of vintage rattan. These are sets that have come over from the warehouse in Taunton. They will be refurbished, the cushions will be done over, and then be available for sale.
Good. Everything is just so well presented. And I did overhear, I was eavesdropping, I heard you negotiating with someone on the phone, which is nice. So
We always greet people with the same words. You know, if you have a budget in mind, please feel free, let me know. I like to make everybody happy, you know. We don't have anything on consignment. The company owns all of its inventory. So, you know, it's up to us to work with the client, make them happy, and of course make us happy because we move our merchandise very fast.
Right. Keep it moving.
Exactly.
And you have more little things back here. It looks like.
Now this used to be what we called our memorabilia room. This used to have comic books and collectibles. We phased that out. That all goes through our pawn shop downstairs, Reliable
that
Jewelry
makes
and
sense.
Loan. And up here is a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything.
Yep, there's some Danish. Those two sofas, we just bought them because they were reasonable. And they were in good condition, but they did come from Raymar and Flanagan, but they have good
So
frames.
a little more modern, maybe?
Yes,
So it feels
yes.
like that. This piece is like a little rustic.
So that's why, like I say
just
about our
never know.
business, you have to have a little bit of everything.
Right. Look at that. That's a fancy desk.
And this is a roll-top desk that came out of one of the factories off Tell Street. It was used in one of their offices, and I believe it was Balecki Brothers. But people like to know that certain pieces have provenance. They want to know, you know, who owned them, where did they come from.
Oh, there's a whole nother room back here.
Oh, yes, there's much more.
Up here, it just keeps going
And like I
going.
said, you're also catching us in between replenishing
Nice.
all of our pieces.
Well, that's good because at least I can walk around.
Exactly. Yes, usually it's very crowded.
Bedding. So there's literally we've walked through every room. We've got dens and offices.
And in here again, we've got traditional.
Dining rooms.
We've got mid-century. We've got Ethan Allen. You know, just a little bit of everything as long as it is of good quality.